Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Thank you again for clicking on my video. On the menu today will be lasagna, and this was a highly requested video, so stay tuned. You can also check the description below to check out the entire ingredients. All right, so let us jump right into it. So first, I'm going to prepare my ground beef. So I'm going to start by adding some oil to the pot. So I'm going to be adding 1 large diced onion just to get that nice and sauteed. I'll be adding 4 cloves of garlic, diced as well. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of chili flakes. This is a bit spicy, so you can add a little bit more. I'm going in with about 606 grams of ground beef. And I'm just combining all of that together and separating the ground beef. So now my ground beef is nice and separated. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons rather of Italian seasoning, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, and 2 diced tomatoes. These are small tomatoes, so I had to use 2. And for the tomatoes, you can add as much as you want because it's just going to be dissolved into that beef. Now I'm going in with 650 milliliters of tomato sauce, and this one I prefer because it has bell pepper in it, and I'm adding a 1/4 cup of water, and I'm going to mix that together. So you want to get that nice and combined. Make sure everything is nice and married together. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh cut parsley, just to bring out that nice flavoring in that beef. So now I'm going to leave this to cook for about 30 minutes. So now I'm going to start with my bechamel sauce, and I'm adding 4 tablespoons of butter. Once my butter is all melted and heated, I'm going to go in with 4 tablespoons of flour, and I'm going to mix this together. So now it's time to add my milk, and I'm adding 3 cups of cold milk, and you want to make sure this is cold, and you want to go ahead and gently stir all that butter and flour into the milk. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1/8 black pepper, a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of parsley, and I'm going to mix that together. So you want to continue stirring this so your flour gets to dissolve really well and doesn't have a lot of lumps. So you want to get rid of most of that lump as best as you can. So just continue mixing, and you don't want your mixture to get too thick because you want to be able to spread it across your lasagna. Okay, so this is the texture that I will be left with, and this is perfect right here. Okay, so now it's time to make our lasagna, put our lasagna together. So I'm going to go ahead and add that bechamel sauce on the bottom of the pan. This is to prevent my lasagna from sticking to the bottom. And some lasagnas you can boil them first, but you don't have to boil them first. So I chose not to. So I'm just spreading my lasagna sheets along the bottom. And then now I'm going to go ahead and add my meat sauce. I went ahead and let this meat sauce simmer for about 30 to 40 minutes on medium to low heat. And I had a lot of the moisture, you know, out of it because I didn't want my lasagna to be too soggy. So spreading the meat evenly across the lasagna, and then now I'm going to add my bechamel sauce. Spread that evenly across as well. And now I'm going to add some mozzarella and light cheddar evenly across. And what the bechamel sauce does, guys, it actually helps to hold the lasagna together, and it gives it some flavoring as well. So it really helps to keep the lasagna together from falling apart. Now I'm going to be adding another row of lasagna sheet. And I'm just going to repeat this step until I think I made about 4 layers or 5. So just spread the meat across, then you spread that bechamel sauce. You go in with your cheese again. Another time with your lasagna noodles, and then you're adding meat again. Bechamel sauce. Then with your cheese. So this is the top of the lasagna, and I am adding only the mozzarella cheese on top here. I ran out of the mixed light cheddar, so I went ahead and add the mozzarella on top. And you can go heavy or light with your cheese, it's up to you. I kind of went a little bit heavy with my cheese, but it's your preference. Once I spread all my cheese evenly, I'm going to be sprinkling some parsley. And this was about 1 teaspoon of parsley to 2 teaspoons. I just was sprinkling it on the top, just for some coloring and a bit of extra flavoring. And this was dried parsley. As you can see, I'm shaking it from the bottle. So once my lasagna is all done, I'm going to be wrapping it with some foil, and you want to make sure that the foil does not touch that cheese. So if you have some toothpick, you want to jam it in there to keep that, you know, over it. But I did not have that, so what I did, I just made sure a lot of air was left under the foil paper. So I kind of did it a little bit loose so that it doesn't touch the top of the cheese, because I didn't want it to ruin my lasagna, you know, once I was taking this off. So I'm adding another foil and just gently wrapping that with a lot of air underneath. So I will be adding this to the oven I did about 1 hour and 15 minutes in the oven, just because I did not use cooked lasagna sheets. So I wanted these to be, you know, well cooked and soft. So yeah, jump that in the oven for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And this is what we're left with. So this is lasagna with bechamel sauce. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please guys, remember to subscribe to my channel and share the video. Help me get to 1,000 subs. And guys, thank you again for always tuning into the videos. I always appreciate it. So thank you again, guys, for watching my video, and until next time, peace.